Before the build breakdown, I just want to say that I have made a Discord server where you can talk about Borderlands, Wonderlands topics. Also, in the future, I think I will post all my build save file up there. So if you want to accept them or you just want to hang out with other people, be sure to join in the link down below. Another thing is that the build that I'm showcasing is actually one of the new additions to the Wonderlands build doc. What is the Wonderlands build doc, you may ask? It's basically a list of endgame builds made by some of the best theory crafters in the game. All of these builds are Chaos 100 viable and come with well explanation about the gear choices, skill tree, and there are even videos showcasing the build. You can even submit your own build to be added to the doc through a submission form, so make sure to check it out. What is up YouTube? Today I have a tiny Tina Wonderlands build for you guys. This build is called Bloody Frostbite. It was made by Casey and Asian Root, so shout out to them. This build focuses on spamming spells and using Blast Gasp to do a lot of damage with those spells. In my opinion, this build is a lot less skillful than your usual dash shot laser hand build, but it still does a lot of damage. So if you want something new and refreshing and tired of Spellshot, I would recommend this. And in addition, this build is very easy to pilot, so if you are a newbie or you just get into the end game, I think this build would be perfect for you. To the gear breakdown, the guns that we are using are purely for utility. Any gun that can keep a low mag for shell casing ring is acceptable. I'm using the action skill start gain spell projectile, but other than that, action skill start gain elemental damage or spell cast gain elemental damage is also acceptable. Other than that, I'm using a Twisted Delusion for the soaking effect. For melee, it is the same story as the guns. We aren't using them for damage, we are using them only for their utilities. So either the Goblin Pickaxe for spell cooldown or the Spell Blade for extra critical hit chance. For the shields, I'm using the usual stuff like Cursed Width for damage, Body Rune for survivability, and Lich Augur for extra spell damage boost. The spell I'm primarily using for this build is the Frozen Orb. This spell is very powerful, but you will need the critical chance part in order for it to work, otherwise its damage is barely noticeable in Chaos 100. Other spell options that you can use are the Wicked Gossip. This is a really powerful spell. It double dip by itself, so it will do a lot of damage with Blast Gasp. Triple I Spy is also great in this build. You would want extra projectile and extra crit chance part on it, and look for anything that isn't Storm I Spy is great for this build. Honestly, there are a lot of different types of spell you can use for this build. I highly recommend you experimenting with stuff as you go and find yourself the best one. The ring I'm using is a shell casing ring, as it is the most buff you can get for a non-gun build. The most preferable passive you would want is spell critical hit damage and spell critical hit chance. Moving to the armor, you would want as much point into Blast Gasp as possible. So a Graveborn Clawbringer armor is what you should looking for. The passive here, primarily you would want area damage. Other than that, all damage is nice too. Spell damage is probably great too. I'm using a selective amnesia here for a lot of global damage, which is crucial for our double dipping mechanic. Other than that, you can use a Cape of Ties for the soaking effect, or a Tyrant Truth for a lot of spell damage buff. For the amulets, I'm using the Tirage for extra spell damage. You want a Graveborn power ones with great passive like all damage or spell damage. Other than that, you can use a suck skip for survivability, could be nice too. This is a skill tree breakdown. We are using Graveborn in BrrZerker, and Ripple Boons is our action skill of choice. It can activate Rage of the Ancient as well as selective amnesia. It also provides a lot of extra dark magic damage, so that can help the build too. Moving down to the skill tree, we are using Faithful Trolls for a lot of global damage, which play into our double dipping formulas. Action Drain is for spell cooldown, Sanguine Sacrament is for survivability, Red Covenant is also for survivability. I would recommend taking this out if you are using the Tyrant Tooth armor. Then of the Soul is for more damage. Dark Hydra is for more Faithful Trolls stack. Ascension is for more health and spell damage. Blast Gasp is for spell double dipping. Mohem Blessing is for activating our skills. Because we are spamming a lot, so we can utilize this really well. Moving to the BrrZerker tree, we are using Ancestral Frost for more damage, Unyielding is for more survivability, Icebreaker the old way is just for good formulas. Ghost Snap is to freeze enemy better, which means Icebreaker will proc more often. Unarmored Defense is for a lot of health, which since we are doing a lot of health regens, it will become important. Blood Frenzy pair really nice with Mohem Blessings and Relentless Rage, so we have a better time in fight for your life. Moving on to the hero stat, we are maxing our strength and attunement. You can also go to intelligence, but getting the Ripple Boons is more important in my opinion, since we already have a lot of spell cooldown. That is a build. The save file will be in my Discord server, and the link should be down in the description. Remember to give the channel a sub if you haven't done that already, like the video, and if you have tried the build, comment down below on how you feel about it and which improvement I could make. And see you in the next video.